Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with another thing older black women should tell younger black women but don't. The lesson for today is softness is not a weakness, girls. Now I wanted to talk to you about this because recently I made a video talking about why it's important that you run things, that you be independent, that you not allow anybody else's opinions about what you should do, who you should be, etc. to interfere with how you run your life. I don't want to push independence and strength without pointing out the value and necessity of softness and ensuring that your feminine side gets just as much energy as all of the other sides of you. I think that black women don't always get the luxury of indulging and nurturing their feminine side, that softness that comes with being a woman, the opportunity to rest, the opportunity to indulge hobbies, the opportunity to be silly, to accept help. And I think we've gotten away from that because too often when we do ask for help, we either don't get it or we're made to feel as though there's something wrong with us for even asking. And it's weird because a lot of the content that you see these days talks about how hyper masculine black women are. But at the same time, if we exhibit any signs of softness, we get static for that too. So you can't win. But that's why I'm always pushing. Think for yourself. Do what you want to do. Don't allow other people's opinions to influence you unduly. And that's exactly why that contradictory messaging that we often get out there in the world, depending on what somebody's agenda is or how they feel that day. You can't be swayed by that all the time, or you'll be, every time the wind changes, you moving here, moving there, you don't know where to turn. But when it comes to softness, that's your right as a woman, okay? And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. I think when you do ask people for help and your request is rebuffed, that doesn't mean you shouldn't ask for help from anybody else. It just means you shouldn't ask for help from that person. If that person is unwilling to assist you and your request is not unreasonable, it may be that that person isn't necessarily someone who needs to be in your close circle. I've often found that that's the easiest way to see who people are. If you ask for someone's help and the request is not unreasonable, it's not inconveniencing them, it's something that they can do without undue strain, and yet they don't want to do it, yeah, that might not be a real friend, especially if the shoe was on the other foot and has been on the other foot and they asked you for something and you gave what was asked. Now, me personally, I don't like asking people for help. It's something that I've worked on and I've gotten better at thanks to having some really good friends in my life who never made me feel less than for asking for assistance. And now I've gotten used to asking them for help, but there's certain people in my circle who I would never ask for assistance because I know that what I am asking for, they're gonna demand 3 times that in return. And those types of transactional relationships, it's always tit for tat. It's always, I'm gonna give, but I'm gonna take in return. Nah, I'm straight on that. And for a very long time, I allowed that dynamic that I was familiar with to influence how I interacted with everybody. And that can't be. You gotta check people out on an individual level and treat them accordingly. Once I got some good people in my life, some really strong friends who were very capable and very generous, both in spirit and resources and time, it was easier for me to ask for help. I think a lot of times older black women don't talk to younger black women about that softness and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and allowing yourself to ask for help because they've never had any good luck with it. Too often, black women especially, when we show any signs of vulnerability, somebody immediately takes advantage of it or they make us feel bad. I think that's just a way for you to discern who should be in your life and who shouldn't. Softness is a good thing. It's a natural thing. I think when you lean too much into your masculine energy, you get run down, you get too tired, you get burned out. It sucks away the joy in your life because you're a woman and your femininity is your birthright. So be soft, be sweet, be kind, be funny. Don't take everything real seriously. Slow down, okay? Sometimes we get caught up in that rush. Always gotta hustle, always gotta be on. You can't equate your productivity all the time with your value. That's a mistake. That is very anti-feminine. Most of our value as women doesn't come in the things that we can do. That just may be somebody else's value for you or their idea of your worth. But like I just said, that's somebody else's value, and you should put that where it belongs, which is over there and out of sight and out of mind. Learn what softness means for you. For me, it means rest. It means allowing myself to have levity. It means allowing myself some vulnerability. It means allowing myself to ask for help. It means not always having to rush, not always having to get everything done. It means allowing myself some grace, because I'm only human. I'm gonna do what I can do, and the rest of it is gonna have to wait for another day. So that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I hope you come back for the next one.